Heyo, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Hello, Ritsu, welcome in, and congrats on getting the first! Hello! Alright, today we are getting back into Ace Attorney. Whee! Ah. I've seen a bit of it, it's like... I don't know if you were asking if I was making a reference. I was not. I was just saying hello. I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. Yes, I've also added a few more sounds. So if you want to try some of those out. I don't know if that went all the way through. There we go. I'll try the fish one more time. Fish! Okay, well, the fish one seems to be a little bit broken on my side. But hopefully, you guys hear it. Alright, anyway, enough messing around. Are you all ready to get into it? Here we go! Alright. Wrapping up this chapter. And there's like 2 more chapters left of the entire trilogy that I've purchased. Okay, game, let's go. January 8th, 1:21 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1.
So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand? You've almost got this case won now, Nick!
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Goto picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that, without proof, we don't need... we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know. But if that's the line a prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, Bill! Detective Gumshoe!
What are you so chubby about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end!
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Topknot!
It's not a top knot!
Okay, what is it? Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I get kind of wound up. No kidding. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you. You've got an hour.
An hour? The trial we have reconvened. The trial of reconvened by then.
Nick! We still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of this bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprints analysis done in an hour?
You bet!
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? The poison? No, we already did that. Covered in unidentified fingerprints. Small bottle. If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find could you find out whose prints are on these?
Oh hey! That's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah. I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints on this bottle belong to.
Sure thing, pal! Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too.
Small bottle given Detective Gumshoe.
Okay! You'll get this stuff to the lab right away! Just make sure you don't lose the case before you get back!
I'll try not to. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys!
January 8th, at 1:56 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
It's been now reconvened. Mr. Godo, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed it for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on!
He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites. Hurry there! Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand! Hey, witness! Please state your name in it. Whoa!
Don't hide under the table, Maya! Unless there's room for me down there, too!
Hey, man, what do you say to me? Nothing, I didn't say nothing, honestly.
Who could have guessed that fear would include a bad, broken accident, Judge? Induce, blah blah blah.
I got...
Blah, blah, blah. Trying to get his voice back.
I got...
I can't do it no more.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this whole... Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not! It was the judge! Your Honor!
Oh dear, I seem to have got my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry out the proceedings as normal.
That's it, we're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was that? Call me in here. There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What do you say? There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare. the relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that holds you in.
Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick!
Let's get started with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mess boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggey Bird? Maggey who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course, well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Huh? Phoenix Wright. You was the one that set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Oh,
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
What a crap, Nick!
Oh, sure. Say it under the table, Maya. Tiger's alibi.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up for business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. I got whales lined up to buy cash from 10 to 11 every single day. You just want to check my alibi? You just ask me later. That's safe from my pen. Very well, Mr. Wright. Here's Gratitude. What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that kind of blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
I mean... life? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that don't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000. You's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think I ain't gonna hurt you when you tangle with the tiger. I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not it. This witness. How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours, too. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. You was better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant passing of witnesses' testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick!
Come out from under there already. Would you, Maya? The tiger's alibi. Saving. Saving. Let's see, we gotta figure out which one of these. Are you sure about that? We were talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these, see? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about... Is he talking about... Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my schedule. December maybe. In the office. That's what it says. So that's where I was.
That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? Press harder. Mr. Tigre.
What do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going in a bit more detail.
Objection!
This is a dead-end Wright. And you know it. Remember the rules.
Objection!
No! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi currently. Accurately.
I agree!
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside.
In the office? Like, the entire time? Like, never going home? Is that where you live?
I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats who wanted to do some business with me. I ain't ever seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godo, if you could please,
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself! Let me take a quick look at the, December 3rd, meet with a tiger.
Objection!
Mr. Tigre. You claim you didn't know Mr. Glen Elg. But it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left this note on his calendar. Meet with a tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder!
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him!
Not bad.
You was actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you. To see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad!
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You was calling me a liar. Is that what you was doing?
Oh,
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You was better believe that's the truth. Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
Hello, welcome in, not Malk. Yeah, how you doing? Also, since it looks like your first time chatter, I will go ahead and describe myself in full detail. So, I am a variety game streamer named Cool Skeleton 111. And I also make music, and I sometimes work on games and art and stuffs. Yeah. I should probably, I don't know, make me an introduction video or something so I don't have to. But anyway, welcome on in. Yeah, we're wrapping up this chapter of the game. Also, do you have a preferred nickname? If you want me to call you that? Because, I like to ask all the new people what their pronouns and names are and stuff. So I don't... Malk? Alright. Well, welcome in. Alright, let's get back to the game. Alright, here we go.
That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. T. Gray.
oh yes, sir. Would you mind including the court witness?
Beans! From Kintron! Alright. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned with the beans. And thank you for joining the pile of bones, Malk. Yeah, of course. Alright, let me get the beans wheel up. Here we are. And we'll give it a good spin. Stinky socks or tutti frutti? Alright. Let me see if I can find one of those. I feel like I'm gonna eat them all, because we got one of these last time. Alright, another pink bean with blue, red, green, and yellow speckles. Ow. I think we got lucky again. Tastes kind of fruity. Tutti fruity. Yeah, that's definitely Tutti Frutti. At least I don't taste anything weird. Alright. Oh yes, the Bean Boozled. Save up enough points and you can make me eat another one! In about 15 minutes. Yeah. Alright.
Oh, yes, would you mind inducing the court, witness?
He never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. The victim, Glenn Elg.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with the name, though. Wanted to borrow some cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy. At my office. Tender lender.
Tigre. Yeah, he's an interesting character design. I mean, he's got the Cheeto spray paint tan all over him. Yeah. There's some good bits in this one. Probably one of my favorites, I'd say. My favorite case from the trilogy that I'm playing, I've got to say it was the DL6 one, where you have to save Edgeworth. The boat dude in Polly. That was pretty goofy. Oh. Might want to be careful around guys like him, though. Yeah.
I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never even been to that trade being joint. You's here?
Oh no. Oh man. Well, hopefully they don't rough you up too much. Unless you're into that sort of thing.
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Anyway, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, Mr. Right.
I'm losing the Boston accent. I'm not good at those.
Gonna do a quick save.
Alright, and... Never been there, you say? Then what was... Where's the match? What was this doing on your floor? Southern one? Well, I did one for, Lotta. Howdy, y'all! Lotta Hart here! I gotta get me go to school! Yay! But yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing much more of Lotta. At least not in these last few chapters here. Alright. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? I mean, I guess, but specifically, the tiger is a Boston accent, according to Phoenix here. So I'm gonna try my best to do it.
Matches! And what are you talking about?
We found him in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Très Bien before, what was this book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? Technically, we found it on the floor, but
You've been snooping around in my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you? A ball chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Honey! Well, witness. I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry! I'm terribly sorry, forgive me!
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay. I was at the joint that day.
what?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
I'm this close to proving it was him! He did meet with Glen Oak that day. And he did put the poison in the coffee. He must have! At Très Bien.
I was supposed to meet with a kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one I received. The guy was laid over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be. So I split. I heard the cop's sirens on my way out, and went straight back to my office.
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then? Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
It is a good game. And I'm sure you want to see your man. Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. No problem.
Oh. I'm sure there's like mods and stuff like that. I mean, he seemed kind of sweet with Violetta, but like overall personality, he's not a good guy in my opinion. Like all the stuff he's done, I could see the appeal, but not my type of dude. Not my type of man. Also openly bisexual. Bisexual skeleton. Let's go.
No problem. At any Anytime Wright presses you on something irrelevant, LC pays a penalty.
Mr. Godo! Let's space up!
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it!
Yes, sir!
Dismissals, Chris. Ain't cheap, right? Just use snow since you's paid.
Oh man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? Fair. Yeah. Très bien. And we go to save again. Gotta play this game and then save again. Hold on. Gotta take a quick look at the map. So there's the entrance. So if you walk in, there's a partition here. So you wouldn't be able to see anything as soon as you step in. At least I'm hoping that's how it goes.
Objection!
Did we do it? You're something of a loan-collecting pro. Aren't you, Mr. Tigray?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we get something straight.
What's this, Wright? A new line of relevant questioning?
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. V for Victor Kudo, no. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigray? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. I love Ace Attorney. Incidentally, the first Ace Attorney game I've ever played was the Apollo trilogy. I accidentally started on the last of the trilogy for 3DS. So I didn't know where to start, because it didn't really have any, like... Yeah. Still... Yeah. Yeah. Like, I just bought all 3 of the games, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll play this one since it looks neat. First one I selected. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? Even the, what was it? Investigations 1 and 2? Yeah, I recently just purchased Investigation since it was on sale. I'm probably not going to be streaming any more Ace Attorney stuff, because we've been on this for, like, how long? Almost a year? 2 years? Yeah. It's fun to play on your own time, but I don't think I'm going to be doing another one. At least not for a while. Gotta give some other games the spotlight, you know? Alright, anyway.
Indeed! And when this would ever had a clear view of the victim sheet.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. In the court, if the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a taller partition.
Wait, that's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Yeah. But as I said, they are fun. And I think everybody should at least try one of the games. I mean, it might not be for everybody, but for me, I love them. So from the entrance of Trey Bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day. Because you met with him.
Objection!
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
Objection!
But the defense disproved that point to be moot. The victim, witnessed by Mr. Kudo, was not Glen Elk, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testified, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. This train has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim?
Saving.
You say the killer murdered Glen Elk and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, appeal that selfless criminal to the court.
Gee, I wonder who it was. Obviously, the killer is Firo Tigre. No one else could have done it.
Where was this?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on! You got the guts!
You can't threaten me, Mr. TV! It's the defense's go-ahead. Tell and witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts, so I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright! Don't leave me to handle this alone!
Huh. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Kono!
Let's just go back over Mr. Kuda's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no, no, no.
Lavender brought him a sherbet syrup, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She Very conspicuously puts some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. Fact remains. He saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes. It was the...
Very impressive, Mr. Goto. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Found your pen at last, right?
What? It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
Wait! You mean the waitress was an imposter elsewhere?
The imposter among us? What? Okay. The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. Ah, yes. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate... Why can I not speak? An elaborate plan to pin the murderer.
Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
I mean, it's obvious, right? Like, the girl working with...
Who is this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lunder.
You was making a big mistake, buddy. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You would better be going home in on a truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick!
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, had stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table was nobody, but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear was that... The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real, and once for show. And, Mr. Frio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime is you!
Witness? What have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You was alright. I can do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to shut a chat to get me to my meeting now. But I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about?
You've got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But you've missed out one real important thing.
What thing? But that can't be!
I was in the joint that day. And I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned me, see?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigray?
Huh. What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker!
Looks like we're gonna need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, will you explain yourself to the court? I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at 3 p.m. between yourself and the victim?
Ties to the victim.
Yeah, I loaned El Cash about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his back pay, the payment date, see? So anyway, he tells me he got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won! $500,000! He got lucky and all. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Oh, I see that's the principal. Amount you loaned to Mr. Haig was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you've got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know.
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't having no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one. But what is it? Ties to the victim. Yeah, okay. We already read that. Saving. I'm gonna press. The waitress? You mean...
The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I be? If she hadn't gone the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom. Over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little, yes. Which one should I choose? What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are you so there or what? I'm talking about the cash! I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. I was all coming together before that waitress got away.
Hey, as far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his stone, Mr. Tigray had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh? Say. No other motive, huh? Then what was this doing in your...
Objection!
So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owned you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection!
What are you getting at, Wright? What else could a moneylender be after other than money?
Oh, the moneylender was after money. But money is a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. Objection!
A computer virus? Oh, what does one of those do?
A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer? What is... What does one of those do?
I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor. That is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
$several million?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glen Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glen Elg was a programmer. A highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money.
Objection!
You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program?
Exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Wright. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could. provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigray need money to the tune of $1 million?
No. This way. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic incident, weren't you? An incident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
These medical papers documents the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs!
No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
But Mr. Tigray had no choice but to pay it, because his very life depended on it.
Rawr!
If only.
Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
Indeed it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini.
Did you say Cadaverini?
Bruno Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfathers to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruno Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigray's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenn Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigray knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigray would prefer to say never happened. But he can't, and neither can I.
The lottery win?
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigray with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means.
That's crazy.
He murdered Glen Elk, and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glen Elk, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Like I said, Wright, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have kept the dark.
Objection!
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Goto? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Order! Order! Silence in the...
You put on a good show, Spiky. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed as someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something snobby like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
Wait! Another one, Mr. Wright!
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in then, Wright? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused?
Something tells me that was not it. What is he doing? What are you?
And what's the relevance of that?
Okay, we should be fine. Oh my gosh, that is a huge chunk of health. Okay, I'll save here. Alright, Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. He impersonated us. Whoa.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone would be fooled by such a childish imitation!
Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me!
What? That's...
The truth.
Right! The witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright! Oh no! Now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt about it! Standing in here, this very court, a mere month ago. A Phoenix Wright who put up the most disputable, shabby defense I ever seen.
Objection!
Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him? Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. No, me! You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
Objection!
Have you no pride, sir?
Objection!
This is a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Wright. Here in court, we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godo is right.
Your Honor?
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power in my hand to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No!
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
Oh, come on!
But we've come so far!
You say he's impersonated Glen Elk. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to the murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Ah!
Yeah. Sucks to be you, Wright. Don't mess with the type, or you's gonna get mauled. You's got that.
All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Huh. Looks like he won't be needing a refill.
If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence. And maybe I could get Maggey off the hook.
This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Hold it! Your Honor? Sir?
Wait! Detective!
Yay, Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe!
Sorry it took so long, pal. Hey. I've checked everything on this. My badge. The works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this, too.
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's a final, decisive piece of evidence.
Wait!
Oh my. January 8th, 2:48 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Sorry it took so long, pal. But I finally got the results from the lab.
The results?
about the prince, pal. From the medicine bottle.
Oh! So, do you know who the prince belonged to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
So, tell us! They're the tigers, right? I knew it!
You bet! Clear as crystal. All over the bottle. They're for your tigris paw prints, alright.
That's great! We got him now, Nick! What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got in here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Egg's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now.
Oh, I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Maggey. I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
No! Gumshoe!
Detective Gumshoe? Maggey! You've been working on something for me?
Sorry I let you down, Maggey. I know you didn't do it. I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to provide stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe! Wait!
He's gone.
Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick?
I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get this evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put in the pocket. January 8th, 3:04 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes.
Don't keep us on suspense, Wright. Show us! Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we?
Think Phoenix! Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste!
How much more time are you gonna waste? I ain't been no court before, but you as lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. present this final and decisive piece of evidence to the court.
The new... Is this the defense's final piece of evidence?
Isn't that the victims?
Your Honor? Naturally. The court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. T. Gray.
What?
Right, Mr. Wright. What conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone here knows that this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this corner should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints on that pansy-looking bottle. Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
Phony trial, a phony lawyer, and a phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. T. Gray, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. And saving. As I think we're on the right track. Hopefully I did not soft lock myself. Why? Because it contains... We have to do a little bit of a lie here. Potassium cyanide!
Potassium cyanide?
The poison used to murder Mr. Elk, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. T. Gray, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You would make a good clown, you know that.
What?
You ain't never gonna get this to stick. You just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff?
I can see straight through your Phoenix, right? That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass.
Thank you?
That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
What? It... Got him. At last.
What? Why is everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in.
Yeah, yes he did.
But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. I wiped them right off and put Maggie's fingerprints on them instead. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you, people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell the guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you've just said? What'd I say? What did I just say?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle of potassium cyanide it was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this court. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who you messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped-up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was a phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with the phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. It's not. Whoa! He roared so loud the electricity went out.
Hey, what's going on?
It looks like a blackout. Well done. Tried. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you.
Ow!
Savor it.
You could have just handed me that?
While you watch the police restrain your prey.
I think we did it, guys.
Mr. Wright, you got a tiger by his toe. But if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
What is this?
Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Goldo?
He's being arrested on suspicion of murder for Glen Elk.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was.
And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. You very nearly got away with everything. If it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Mario Tigre is not the truly frightening criminal.
The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there.
Godo.
Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds defendant Maggey Bird
Not guilty! Yes!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Hooray, we did it! January 8th, 4:10 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. Gonna save real quick.
Mr. Wright! I'm at a loss for words! Thank you, sir! Congratulations, Maggey! I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in jail all that trouble a month ago. But now I see, like, I can finally forgive him.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggey! That was the tiger!
Look, Nick! In the doorway!
Detective Gumshoe!
Oh, guess I'll be heading out again.
Wait!
Detective Gumshoe!
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Maggey.
Thanks.
I knew you weren't in for long.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Huh? Oh, well, I was, well, I guess I'll be off then.
Wait up, Detective! He just ran off.
Maggey! Why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you! It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle! That wasn't even of any use! But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly! Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles!
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put in a good word for it, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help out Gumshoe. It's clear he needs it. Maggey? You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggey. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me. That's why. He thought I might have done it.
I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. I think I know. Here you are. Present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe. Made with a ton of love.
He said he lost weight, and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe! I actually really like weenies, you know? Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know?
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Ah.
So, how is it, Maggey? It's really good.
So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggey have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Ah. The endings to these are really sweet. Episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout. The end. Saving. And I think this is a good stopping point. We'll go ahead and get started on the next chapter next time. So let me go ahead and head on to the crypt. Ah, man. Things are getting real interesting. But again, we'll have to see what happens. Alright. Let me see who there is to raid. Taking a look here. Alright, looks like we got a few people on. So we have Retro Set Joe playing some more Silk Song. And we have our new person, Stinky Ray, playing some more Dark Souls. So let me go ahead and set up a poll to see who are raiding. Do-do-do-do. And poll starting now. Who are we raiding? Vote now! Time's almost up. And the winner is Ray! Stinky Ray. So let me go and set that up. Do-do-do-do. Alright, and with that being said, thank you guys, and we'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye!